In a democracy, that highest authority is Parliament. They are MPs, are the members of the Parliament that actually make the law. They decide what is lawful and unlawful. In Islam, that's not allowed. That's not acceptable. Allah said, وَلَا تَقُولُوا لِمَا تَصِفُ أَلْسِنَتُكُمُ الْكَذِبَ هَذَا حَلَالٌ وَهَذَا حَرَامٌ. Don't say with your lying tongue the falsehood. This is lawful, this is unlawful. لِتَفْتَرُوا عَلَى اللَّهِ الْكَذِبَ. Do you lie about Allah? Allah is the only legislator. So in the Islamic model, we have the same three branches, but that first branch is not a human branch. It belongs only to Allah. Allah has already legislated a complete and perfect way of life. Any further interpretation of that law is going to be done by the courts, the judiciary, or by the executive. So under the democratic system, the executive might be the ministers, might be the prime minister, might be a president, might be other members, might be a mayor, for example, in some administrative role. In an Islamic system, it's called a Khalifa, is the highest head of state. Then you could have deputies and delegates, walis, governors, ummal, all these different roles within an executive branch. They will never make laws. They will only execute them and administer them to the people. They may lay down a policy that, well, okay, Allah said we need to make roads and make them safe. So here are the guidelines for the road. They need to be, X number of feet wide. They need to have gutters. They need to have this way. Any policies they lay down, those are not laws. Those are policies. Those are executive decisions. He might decide, like Umar al-Khattab, when there was a plague, he said these are the rules to prevent the spread of the plague. We're not going to enter this city. We'll go back to another city. Don't move from city to city. Social distancing, face masks like they have in. These are executive decisions. They're not laws. The laws are a different, different department, if you like. And the courts in Islam, we have Sharia courts. There are courts for the penal code. There are courts for the markets and the trading. There are courts for family disputes and inheritance. There are courts for what's known as al-madhalim, which is something unique to Islam that you don't have so much here in the West, which is a court specifically to account the rulers and those in authority and to keep them in check. So this is how the government is structured in these two ways. So an MP falls under that top highest authority in the Western system as a legislator. Such a role cannot exist under a Sharia system for Muslims as a human being. A human being can never be a legislator because that is sharing partnership in their role with Allah. Allah says in another verse, أَمْ لَهُمْ شُرَكَاء شَرَعُوا لَهُم مِّنَ الدِّينِ مَا لَمْ يَأْذَنْ بِهِ اللَّهُ. Do they have partners with Allah that legislate for them in the way of life without permission from Allah? So the idea of having human legislators is basically polytheism, is setting up a God beside Allah as a rival.